As the 19th century drew near, a young man by the name of John D. Rockefeller would grow to prominence in American history in the thriving metropolis of Cleveland, Ohio. His childhood would determine his fate because he was raised in a family that struggled with conflicting morals. Through her unwavering religious conviction, John's mother, Eliza Davison, taught him the values of generosity, thrift, and financial stewardship. While this was going on, William Avery Rockefeller, his father, was well renowned for his chameleon-like charm and propensity for selling miracle cures that combined both optimism and deception. The Rockefeller family's future was set up by this conflict between honesty and dishonesty. Every experience and challenge strengthened John's resolve a little bit more. The Rockefeller family's transition from new money to old money would be greatly aided by the influence of his mother's teachings and the shrewdness of his father. Young John D. Rockefeller was raised in a home that mirrored striking contrasts in the center of Cleveland, Ohio. Eliza Davison, his mother, was the picture of unwavering morality and religion. Devout and unyielding, she taught her son John priceless lessons. She taught him the values of compassion, thrift, and money responsibility from an early age. The principles Eliza taught were more than just empty platitudes. They served as the basis for John's character development. Young John would sit at Eliza's side in the soft glow of candlelight, taking in her lessons while making notes in his handwritten ledger of daily expenses. John developed a sharp sense of financial responsibility and discipline as a result of this first straightforward financial record-keeping exercise. But John's father, William Avery Rockefeller, cut a totally different image as the flickering candlelight cast shadows on the walls. William, a chameleon-like salesman with a taste for high-stakes negotiations, sold dubious miraculous cures to unwary clients. These elixirs, which claimed to cure a wide range of illnesses, frequently contained petroleum, which would go on to play a crucial role in John's future. While William's practices were questionable at best and often bordering on deception, young John could not escape the influence of his father's cunning and shrewd business tactics. As he observed his father in the art of the deal, unknowingly, John was gaining an education in the world of business. This exposure to the less honorable side of entrepreneurship would later shape John's approach to business dealings, creating in him a sharp negotiator with an eagle eye for spotting potential pitfalls and deceptive maneuvers. Despite his father's questionable reputation, John was drawn to his mother's unwavering devotion and moral compass. Eliza's guiding influence provided the grounding that John needed to navigate the complexities of life. As he matured, he found himself distancing from his father's shadow, seeking solace in the values and principles instilled in him by his mother. The duality of his parents' characters created a tension in John's upbringing, a delicate waltz between integrity and deception. As the young Rockefeller matured, he found himself at a crossroads, compelled to choose his own path in life. With his mother's lessons as his compass, John ventured forth, eager to carve out his destiny in the world of business. In this way, the collage of hardy souls in Cleveland, Ohio, where undaunted dreams and fierce determination intermingled, served as the crucible in which John D. Rockefeller's character was forged. It was here, amid the symphony of industry and the thunder of steel on rail, that the seeds of greatness were planted in the heart and mind of a young man who would go on to become one of America's most influential figures. As he stepped into the business world, armed with the wisdom imparted by his devout mother and honed by his father's unorthodox antics, John D. Rockefeller's journey from new money to old money had only just begun. Each moment, each trial, and each decision would pave the way for the Rockefeller family's enduring legacy as paragons of philanthropy and exemplars of wealth preservation. John D. Rockefeller's business journey began in 1855 when he entered the business world as an assistant bookkeeper for a small produce commission firm in Cleveland. Even at this young age, his meticulous nature was evident as he kept detailed ledgers accounting for every cent in his possession. In 1859, he partnered with Morris B. Clark to launch a produce commission business, raising a substantial capital of $4,000, equivalent to over $100,000 in today's dollars. The Civil War period proved to be a turning point for John and his business partner. With the soaring demand for supplies by the Union Army, their profits increased significantly. However, it was after the war, in 1866, that the true breakthrough occurred. John's brother, William Rockefeller Jr., built another refinery in Cleveland, drawing John into the partnership. This collaboration led to the establishment of Standard Oil on January 10, 1870. Standard Oil embarked on an aggressive campaign to consolidate the oil market, absorbing competitors and soon controlling 90% of all oil refineries and pipelines in the United States. Despite controversies and media scrutiny, Standard Oil's dominance solidified John D. Rockefeller's place as one of America's wealthiest entrepreneurs. As the Rockefeller family's wealth and influence continued to soar, they recognized the need to set themselves apart from the extravagant displays of new money families like the Vanderbilts and Goulds. In 1901, John D. Rockefeller Jr., the eldest son and primary heir of John D. Rockefeller Sr., married Abby Aldrich. Abby wasn't just any bride. She was the daughter of U.S. Senator Nelson W. Aldrich, a powerful figure in both politics and finance. The Aldrich family had a strong political lineage and wielded considerable influence from Wall Street to Washington. By marrying into the Aldrich family, the Rockefellers gained access to significant political circles, providing them with unparalleled social prominence and access to influential networks. The marriage of John D. Rockefeller Jr. and Abby Aldrich was not just a romantic union. It was a calculated move that solidified the Rockefeller family's standing in high society. The couple's presence in the political and social spheres further enhanced the family's image as distinguished members of the American elite. One of his most notable philanthropic endeavors was the financing of the iconic Rockefeller Center in New York City. This sprawling complex became a symbol of the family's commitment to the city's cultural and economic development. The Rockefeller Center's construction provided thousands of jobs during the Great Depression, further cementing the Rockefeller legacy as a positive force in times of crisis. The Rockefeller Foundation, established by John D. Rockefeller Sr. in 1913 with an initial donation of $100 million, became a powerful force for positive change. This philanthropic institution tackled significant global issues, including public health, medical research, education, and poverty alleviation. The foundation's work touched the lives of millions, further bolstering the Rockefeller family's reputation as compassionate and dedicated philanthropists. John D. Rockefeller Jr.'s commitment to philanthropy and public service paved the way for future generations of the Rockefeller family to continue this legacy. Through their strategic alliances and philanthropic pursuits, the Rockefellers firmly established themselves as distinguished members of old money society. They set themselves apart from the ostentatious displays of new money families by focusing on long-term financial planning, privacy, understated elegance, and most importantly, their commitment to giving back and improving the lives of others. The Rockefeller family's journey from new money to old money was not merely about amassing vast wealth, but about using that wealth responsibly and ethically to positively impact society. Their legacy continues to inspire and shape the world, solidifying their place as one of America's most influential and enduring families. The commitment to old money principles extended to the next generations of Rockefellers. John D. Rockefeller Jr.'s children carried on the family legacy, embodying the values of privacy, thrift, and philanthropy. To ensure the preservation of their wealth across generations, the Rockefellers employed various strategies. John D. Rockefeller Sr. formed his first trust in 1891, transferring a significant portion of his fortune to it. This move offered both tax advantages and protection against potential mismanagement by heirs, ensuring the continuity of the Rockefeller fortune. The Rockefellers also made innovative use of holding companies to manage their diverse business interests, providing a protective shield for their wealth while promoting growth. Their commitment to philanthropy further solidified their position as patrons of education and the arts. Embracing old money principles of privacy, thrift, and philanthropy, the Rockefeller children continued the family's legacy. They remained dedicated to preserving their wealth for future generations through trusts and holding companies, The Rockefeller family's duality of ruthless business practices and generous philanthropy left an indelible mark on American history, making them a timeless example of how new money can transform into old money through prudent stewardship and dedication to the greater good.